Are you ready for some social posts? So this is the last lesson of the design track. This may be expanded in the future. And if there are ever any recommendations or feedback, let me know and we will implement as much as we can into the overall lessons of all of the courses. But what we're gonna do here is we are going to call this did not have it selected, growth pair social posts. We're gonna use the growth pair design system. And I'm gonna go back to motion sites. I really like this Voyage kind of design and animation that they've got going on here. And again, I could have gone to a social channel or account that I really like their design from for inspiration. I could have gone to you name it for inspiration and added it into here. So what I'm gonna do is using the growth pair design system and the pasted text for the animations that I will be pasting, create a social grid of 3 posts that we can use on Instagram. And so we are going to paste. You'll see here it pasted in those lines. Whenever it's over like 50 lines of text, it just does it as like this pasted text rather than expanding the box. I find that to be a lot better because then you don't have a huge ton of clutter in the chat window. So we are going to say we want this in square, we want this animated, we want this to be like a hybrid, so it's using the GP brand plus some of those animations. And I'm going to just let this, the angles itself, let it decide for us. And then 3 separate posts. Let's let it decide for us here. Tone of voice, let's say mix one of each. And then for variations, no, just one polished set of 3. And then what should be tweakable? Let's say decide for me as well. So we'll let it do its work on these social posts, but I just want to show how easy it is to get some new social posts and designs and really templates to be able to use across your grids, whether it's on your company account, founder account, etc. But the name of the game here, let's let it do its work. We'll be right back. Okay, so really interesting. It actually added in this like IG style design here and gave us what the grid would look like with the animated designs. What it didn't do was use the reference file or text that we gave it from motion sites. So I'm actually asking it to do that now. I'm pasting in that again, which is this copied text. And I'm saying, can you use the pasted text for the next 3 posts? You can blend that style with the growth pair branding. So let's have it do this and see if it can use that reference file. But as you can see, this is already a really nice take on what some images can look like on our social feed using our brand guidelines. And it made this pretty quickly, but again, I wanted to use that reference file. So let's see if it will follow orders this time around, and we'll be back to see what it comes up with. Design is still working through some of the adjustments that we wanted, but wow, this is getting a lot closer to this liquid glass feel. Now, I would have to make various adjustments, but the overall design and look of this is something that I can start working with and going back and forth with design on, the type of content that I want with that liquid glass look. But that's basically it. That's how to create your social grid. You would then ask Claude for the files so that you can then download them and start posting them on your social accounts. But that pretty much wraps up this track on Claude Design. If you enjoyed, I'd really appreciate you sharing it with friends and colleagues that you think could potentially benefit. But otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.